Prime Minister on Sunday, Prime Minister after nomination, and Prime Minister on the night and after the general election. Andrew, teacher.
Tonight has been a long, long night. I'm looking on the TVJ cameraman, and I'm saying to TVJ that I've been here since 10:30 this morning, and I'm taking the stage at 10 p.m. tonight. And I'm saying to the TVJ cameraman to look at the crowd at 10 p.m. I want you to understand, we have started our campaign, and we started it yesterday in St. Mary. Hold on. Just hold on. I know everybody anxious, but I want you to listen to what I'm saying to you. I want you to pay attention. When it comes on to campaigning time and election time, you have to listen carefully to what is carried in the press. You have to read carefully. Because not everything that is said, not everything that is written is the truth. You have people who say they are about the truth, and they want to present themselves as telling you the truth. They control the medium of information that you get. So while driving to come here, my friends in the press were with us, and they followed us faithfully. They have been here, some of them from 12. But I hear one news report that said I didn't get here till 12:30. But I want to have that corrected. I have been here since 10:30 this morning, and it is now 10 p.m. at night. I want to correct another thing, where it is said, and I want the TVJ cameraman to get it, because it is said on TVJ, and many of you would have heard it, that while I was driving in my vehicle, I didn't come out and greet anyone. Well, the amount of hug and squeeze and pull and lift up, and people run out of them house to see me, to say, I want to see my leader, I want to touch my leader. Well, listen to me good. Your leader is not a TV leader. Your leader is a real person who can come out and walk among the crowd and shake hands with the people, and the people respond. One lady come out her house and she said, Mr. Holness, I love you, I love you, I love you. And I say, I love you too. She said, I want to marry you. But I said, but it's a serious business. Because come campaign time, much of the information that you will get is not true. Some of it will be twisted. Some of it will be editorialized. Some of it will be twisted for political reasons. But I have some messages to give to you, which we can't afford that message to be twisted. The time is too critical. Labor rights, I want you to understand that this is high-tech time. So we're not going to depend on one source to carry our message. Labor rights, as I speak, we are transmitting live on social media. Many of you here know about Facebook and Twitter. So we communicate directly with the people so that the people can get our message unfiltered, untwisted, the truth. It's very important that that point be made, because there is a great deal of hypocrisy in the country. When we do the right thing, they criticize us. This party, the members of this political party, we have operated in such a way that I, as a young Jamaican, not talking now as a politician, but as a person like you, I feel proud of my political party. We have shown that we put country above self. From I am a little boy growing up, when you listen to the radio programs, all they talk about is the corrupt politicians, the wicked politicians, who when them do anything, they don't take responsibility for it. Who when they do anything, they don't act. They don't act in the people's interest. Well, I want to hear what the critics are going to say now, when our politicians have acted in the interest of the people, have put the country's interest above themselves. We have set a new standard. We have set a new standard for governance. You know what is meaningful to me? When I come to a political meeting like this, and when I'm coming off the platform, a young man hold on to my hand and he drew me to the side and he whispered into my ears. He said, listen, I don't want nothing from you. I don't want no money from you. All I want from you is good governance. That stay with me. That is my charge. That is my purpose in life. To give this country good governance. I want you to understand me carefully. You're going to hear all kind of things that not go so in the media. You see, I point out just one of them. A story designed to pour cold water on our campaign.
Yes.
But look at our campaign.
Yes, deliberate.
It is 10:30 in the night. And every eye wide open, every ears keenly listening to what is being said. I want you to understand that there is a revolution happening in the Labour Party. We don't need dopey story to frighten the electorate. We don't need rumors to frighten the electorate. As they hear something happen, they run to the press and the press take it. We are a serious party. We have serious business to deal with. We don't have time for a Nancy story and foolishness. Them days of politics done. We have the economy to go run. We have your kids to take care of in school. We have hospitals to keep open so you can get medicine and free health care. Every year them talk about them love poor people and them love poor people. Why so much people still poor? If it was only love alone, there wouldn't be any more poor people.
Talking.
Listen, I am not in politics for myself. I born and grew at 56 Cumberland Road in Spanish Town, in the heart of the inner city. Nobody can tell me about poverty. But I don't use poverty as an excuse. I am not going to climb on the backs of poor people to go to Jamaica House. It is about time it is about time that there comes in Jamaica a leader who is able to speak to the mass of the people and tell them the truth. To jump the media and go straight to the people, because you can't depend on them to carry the message of truth to the people.
Yes, sir.
So I want you to understand that I don't have a problem. The media want to make money and they will carry the story how they want to carry it. But I want to hear the truth. So when I leave here tonight, I made sure I call the head of the news station that carried that false report. And I laid my complaints as I should. I want to have good relations with the media. I want the media to help us to carry the message to you. But the media must put aside the agendas.
Yes, sir.
Yes. And focus on what is in the interest of the people. Listen, I am 39 years old. I am 39 years old. I have been in politics since I was 18. And I have watched and observed Jamaica squander many opportunities. It's not just politicians squander opportunities. The press help us to squander opportunities too. It's not just the politicians that squander. The intellectuals help us to squander too. It is now an opportunity for the press to play straight, to carry the truth, to carry the message unvarnished, untwisted, without agendas. It is now time for the intellectuals and the academics to join with the people to give the truthful prognosis of our situation, so that we as a people can once and for all make the right decisions about our future. I want you to understand, labor rights. The future is not a mystery. The future is not destined to be hardship for Jamaican people. As I stand here, I tell you that I am optimistic about the future. I am positive about the future. I have a good feeling about the future. Jamaica is a country destined for great things. If only we could unite together as a people and make the right decisions. Everybody calling me, saying that I must call it. I must call it. There is no room for error when I call it. You are getting to know that this man don't trouble nobody. You are getting to know that this man is a gentleman. That I don't speak ill of anyone. You have never heard me on the campaign speak ill of anyone. But this man, but this man is a conscious man, is a thoughtful man, is a deliberate man. When I act, I don't act uninformed. When I take an action, I don't take it lightly. I sit down and I think it out. There are some people who want you to rush and make mistakes. I am not going to make any mistake with the future of the Jamaican people. You have a leader that understands your problems, that lived it, struggled and came up through it, and is now your Prime Minister. I don't have to pretend to be like the Jamaican people. I am the Jamaican people. I don't have to pretend that I understand the problems. I know them. And we know the solution to the problems. Come Sunday. Come Sunday. In Mandeville Square. I am sure it will be well covered by the media, including our own social media, because we want to get the message out to the people. But I want to say to you, today we made a decision regarding one of our ministers. That decision was taken because our party has decided that we are going to be the party that sets the standard of new governance in Jamaica. Former Minister Mike Henry knows and understands what that new standard is about. It is about responsibility. And as he said in his statement, he takes full responsibility. I am Prime Minister, and I have to set the lead. I take responsibility for the administration of this country. The PNP in 2007 were in a similar position. They had traffic guru on their backs. And in the heart of the corruption crisis they faced, the question was asked, so what are you going to do about traffic guru? And the answer came, don't ask me, ask the political party. Well, that is the difference between that party and this one. This party steps up to the plate, admits where there are errors, makes the necessary steps to correct them. There will always be issues of corruption in government. But the test of the government is how the government deals with it. This party has said, we reject corruption. Where it happens, we will expose it and we will hold people accountable. The other party can't do that. Because when Traffic Guru was brought to court, when they should have, by their own sentiments of transparency, they should have said, all right, let us hear about it in the open court so that you, the people, can get to understand the level and depth and nastiness of the Traffic Guru corruption. But no, they went and pleaded with the judge to prevent a transparent examination of Traffic Guru. But yet, they have the nerve, the temerity, the hypocrisy to come and criticize a government that has said, we take responsibility, we are taking action, we will deal harshly with corruption. That is the difference between them and us. It is no luck why when we run the country grows, crime reduces, interest rates stabilize, exchange rates stabilize. It is no luck. It is because we are good government and they are bad government. We don't run the country on the fly. We are When you hear me make a speech, you run and go and say, I'm going to take off the tax off everything. And then one man say, oh, and take off this one too. And you say, yes, I'm going to do it. We don't run the country like that. Your business is serious business. We can't trivialize it. But it's so some people run it. And when them get it to run, they will mash it up.
Like what they did before.
Labor rights, you have a duty to yourself and you have a duty to your country. You have a duty to your children. You can't leave your future in the hands of careless people. You cannot leave your future in the hands of people who won't take responsibility for it. And you cannot leave your future for people who want to hide from your scrutiny. The Labour Party has demonstrated, the Labour Party has shown that hardships they are, but we're not going to hide from them. We're going to confront them. We're going to take the actions necessary within the law. We're going to be fair to all parties involved. But at the end of the day, the public's interests must be protected. I want to end my presentation tonight by calling upon the press, calling upon the intellectuals and the business people. Let us join hands in a pact for transparency. Let us join hands to secure the future of this country. Let us put aside the agendas. Let us put aside the biases. Let us put aside the petty differences. Because as the man from the IMF said, and I read his article very carefully and his statement, there is only one way. And if there is only one way, then why are other people trying to point you in other directions? There is only one way. And if the PNP were here, they would have had to follow that way. So them out there saying that there is another way is just another hypocrisy. Trying to mislead the people. I repeat, I want the intellectuals. I want the press. I want you the people. Let us join together in a pact to secure our future. Let us take away the bias out of it. Let us remove the special interests and the personal agendas. Let us for once in our lifetime work together to make the next 50 years of Jamaican independence the best 50 years of our independence. I want a country of unity. But where I see injustice and falsehood, we're going to call it out. Because that is my style. And that is how I have always been. Labour rights, I want to introduce to you your candidate. When I started in representational politics, I was 25 years old.
Bruce was 33.
When our former leader started, he was 25 years old too. I was just 3 months older than he was. We have another 25-year-old putting himself at your disposal to work and serve you. It has been my greatest privilege to serve my constituency. Since being MP, I have sent hundreds and hundreds of children to school. I have built several schools, done many projects. I can turn around in my constituency and say, these are all the things that I have achieved. I can say these are all the people who have benefited from my being there. I turn over to young Colin Virgo. and charge him to do for you what the other person didn't do. To develop your community, to stay close with you, to hold your hand, to be beside you, to help you bear your burdens, but to improve the quality of the life we live.
Simple.
Labor rights, I want you to support this young man.
Thank you.
I want to be able to walk down Duke Street with this young man beside me going into Parliament. Labor rights, it is now 10:25. We have been here for a long time. It is now time to bring the meeting to a close. I love you. May God bless and keep you and provide you with a traveling mercies home so that we can meet again as brothers and sisters, unified in the goal of developing our country. Sunday in Mandeville Square when we will announce the day.
Wanna thank party leader. Wanna thank the police. Let's have a big hand from members of the security forces. And we want to thank members of the media who has been with us. We close now with the playing of the party anthem.
Equal rights and justice is an everlasting song. Unity and progress will make our nation strong. Stand up for your rights when you hear the bell. Stand up for justice